Hey everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pinkbucker Designs. Can you guess what I have in here? Let me tell you, when I first saw the Garden Goodness stamp set, I took it as a personal challenge to go find all kinds of things we could use with the stamp set as gifts. And let me tell you, there are a lot of avocado things out on the market. The one that I have in here is an avocado oatmeal face mask. This was at CVS. It's actually CVS brand, but I found a bunch of masks there and also Target when I looked. So if you don't have a CVS, you could most likely find something similar in places near you. I haven't checked CVS.com, but if you really want that one, I bet you could find it there as well. All right, so let's get started making this. Let's make the holder first. You're going to need a couple of pieces of crumb cake cardstock, and I have all of this on a PDF over on my blog. When you click on the link, it's going to take you to a post with 3 projects using Garden Goodness. Under the last photo is this PDF right here, all the products I'm using as well as those measurements that you're going to need. The first piece of crumb cake cardstock is 4 1/4 by 7 3/4. We're going to score the long side at 2 inches and 2 1/4. Then you're going to need another piece that measures 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. And you're only going to score this one time at 1 inch. Okay? Now, let me show you how this holder goes. This part right here is going to be the bottom. So grab your bone folder, burnish those 2 score lines right there. They're close together, so it's a little bit tricky. And we're actually going to staple that in a second like that. Then this piece, we're going to fold and burnish. Now you might want to take your scissors and just cut off a little bit of the corner. Okay, now take your tear and tape, and let's see, we're going to put this right here and we're going to fold it over like that. Okay, so take your tear and tape and you're going to put it on the inside right here and line these 2 lines up right here. And now you have it folded over perfect. All right, before we start decorating it with all of the cute stamps, we're going to take this edgelet. This edge die is from the Magnolia dies set, and I'm trying to remember the exact name, Magnolia Memory Dies. And we're going to cut this little edge, the one that folds over to the front, and we want it to be a scallop. Now your inclination is going to put it like this on your die cut machine, but it actually needs to have the points. This is the cutting edge right here. So have the points cutting up towards the rest of the holder. All right, let's put it through our die cut machine here. Looks like I've got some things left over from the last project. All right, set it on here, and I'm going to just put this down here at the edge and run it through, and let's see how it looks. Oh, beautiful. Isn't that just a beautiful edge? All right, let's move this out of the way. Okay, so that's how it folds over like that. Let's go ahead and put one of our masks in there and we'll staple it closed. Just going to create a little pocket right there. So grab your stapler and just staple it on top. Now I wanted to cover those staples up, so of course I'm going to use some super cute paper. This is our Granny Apple Green Designer Series paper, and it is 4 1/8 by 1 7/8. All right, there. Now, one thing we're going to do is put these little brads in here to hold it closed. These are our metallic brads. And I'm going to use my piercing point here on my take your pick tool, and let's see, I'm going to put one here, and so that means I want to put another one right about there. So I'm just going to poke that hole in, and let's look at this one right about there. Be careful. Don't put your finger behind it. Now you can take your pick here. Let's see. This time we'll use gold brads. Last time I used silver. So we're going to put those through. Well, come on. There we go. And I have another one matching. They're sorted metallic. Some of them look like buttons. Now, this is a little bit tricky right here. Let's see if I can get it open. There we go. All right, so now we can put that back in and we can fold that over, and that's what it looks like. Now, if you're worried about your placement, use a pencil to mark your place. That way you know exactly where to put it. We're going to take a tiny piece of Whisper White baker's twine. I'm going to wrap the end around, let's see, like that. And then I'm going to wrap it like a figure 8 around that one. Come back again around that and there. Okay. There we go. Once you get it in there, it'll stretch it out just a little bit. Not stretch it out, but loosen that brad a little bit to put that twine behind there. Okay, so there we've got the little twine closure. Now let's stamp our cute avocados. I'm going to use Granny Apple Green to stamp them. And the way that the stamp is designed, it's our distinctive stamp design. So it's got that layer already on there. It looks like an old technique called rock and roll, but you don't even have to do that. The stamp has these laser etched images or designs in it to make it look like that. So no need to do anything fancy. Now I'm going to stamp the avocado pit in soft suede right in the center. And then I'm going to fussy cut. We don't have any dies that match this. So just take your scissors, get your smallest, sharpest pair of scissors, and go around. And I stay on the outside of the image, leaving a little bit of a white border around. That way the eye will only see the stamped image. If you're worried about making a jaggedy cut, don't worry. The eye will only see that stamped edge as long as you stay on the outside of it. And turn the paper, not your scissors. See how with my left hand I am turning, and it helps to cut off excess cardstock as you go too. There we go. All right, I'm going to put these two cuties on a stitched label that is Whisper White. These were cut out with a stitched label die. And I'm going to put one up here kind of like that, and another one down here like that. All right, now I'm going to stamp the sentiment on a stitched label, Whisper White, also from the stitch label dies, and I'm using a sentiment from A Wish for Everything, just a little reminder that you are loved. I think this would make a good treat for any time really, but maybe for a shower, a bridal shower, or some kind of tea that you're having with your friends. All right, we're also going to use dimensionals here. There we go, like that. All right, now we're going to add a bow. This is our Crushed Curry crinkled seam binding. I stamped the sentiment in Crushed Curry to match the ribbon. I just love this ribbon so much. It's light and airy and easy to use. Okay, now we need some mini glue dots right there. All right, now one thing I forgot to do, but I think it'll be all right, I think we can still do it, is to stamp this little tiny heart. And this little tiny heart is from the Ride With Me stamp set. And we're just going to add a few hearts. Kind of out of order today, but look, that worked. Now we can add this on. I'm going to take some dimensionals, them right in the center, and look, we covered up 2 of those hearts. So let's add some more. Let's do one right there and one right there. Now I'm getting crazy. Now I'm getting crazy. There we go. I like that. I want them kind of going at an angle. Now, last but not least, we're going to add some pearls. These are our metallic pearls. And if you grab take your pick tool and the little putty on the end, that will pick up those pearls and set them down just like a dream. Just like a dream. It's going to prove me wrong. There we go. It really is kind of cool. And ta-da, we are done. All right, I challenge you to look and find some avocado masks and make these treats just for any time. Your friends will love them. Your loved ones would love them. And it's just a fun treat for any time. You guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Let me know if you have questions. Hop over to my blog to grab that PDF, and I hope that you will make your own. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.